Welcome back to the channel. If you followed my tips last week, you saw some absolute chaos. We saw the Eels stun the Broncos at Suncorp, but round 3 is where the real season starts. Today, I'm giving you the deep dive analysis, the winning margins, and the percentages you need to win your tipping comps. Let's get into the 2026 NRL round 3 preview. Thursday and Friday night lights. Kicking off round 3, we have the Raiders versus Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are fresh off a bye, and I'm tipping them in a close one. Bulldogs by 6. Then, Friday night is a blockbuster. Roosters versus Panthers. This is the game of the round. The Roosters were poor against Souths, but they always lift for Penrith. However, Nathan Cleary is in God mode right now. I'm going Panthers by 2 to 4 points in a defensive grind. Also on Friday, Storm versus Broncos. Melbourne rarely loses 2 in a row at Amy Park. With Brisbane's confidence at an all-time low, I expect a clinical Storm win by 14+ points. Saturday slate. The injury toll. Saturday starts with Knights versus Warriors. Look, I love the Knights spirit, but without Ponga and Brown, where do the points come from? The Warriors are humming. Tanah Boyd is controlling the game beautifully. Warriors by 12+. Next, Sharks versus Dolphins. The Sharks were unlucky against Penrith, but they'll be too classy for a Dolphins side that is still trying to find its identity under the new coaching staff. Sharks by 16. Closing out Saturday, Rabbitohs versus West's Tigers. Benji Marshall has the Tigers playing with heart, but Souths own this fixture. Expect Latrell Mitchell to have a field day. Rabbitohs by 8. Sunday, the grudge matches. Sunday footy starts with Eels versus Dragons. Parramatta's attack is the best in the league right now after that 40-point haul. The Dragons are riding low after losing to Storm. I'm taking Eels by 6. Finally, the Spoon Derby. Cowboys versus Titans. Both teams are struggling at the bottom of the ladder, but playing in the Townsville heat, I have to go with the home side. Cowboys by 10 points. Time for my lock of the week. It has to be the Warriors. With the Knights injury ward full, the Waz should cruise. For my value bet, keep an eye on the Bulldogs. They are paying 1.95 on Sportsbet and bet 365. That is great value for a team coming off a rest against a struggling Raiders outfit. Winning margin tip. Look for Sharks 13+ and Storm 13+ as your safety multis. Don't forget, Manly has the bye this week, so they get 2 points for free. What do you think of my predictions? Is your team going to get the W, or am I dreaming? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for more NRL 2026 content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Again into the Cronulla half. I said they're happy with 30+. They might get to 40 here. Here's their chance. They will get to 40 and back to Twiddle to finish off like a good fullback.
Oh, wow.
Support play on the inside.
Here they go again.
Arrows down, but look, but 50 may not be beyond them the way they're going. Why not keep it alive? Twiddle dives onto the loose ball. All the bench was up. So the Eels' first hit out of 2026. A lot of positives there.